Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy this show, please like and subscribe. That's the point. We're also on Instagram, where you can find us at TWiN, and I guess we're on Twitter too, whatever.
X.
Disappointment today.
Shocked.
Shock.
I'm still in shock.
Disgusted. The spectacle that we saw yesterday and continued to see throughout the day was unlike anything I'd ever seen in my life. Now, this is a direct message to King Charles. We're not crazy conspiracy theorists. We're not coming after you for clicks and likes. We're not going to come after you at all. We're pleading with you right now to please step up at some point as Americans, as West Coast Americans that kind of move the culture a little bit more. We are pleading with you to strip these titles because this is getting so freaking messy. I have not slept.
No.
Yeah.
I emotionally started eating around 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
We have a 24-hour Mexican restaurant down the street.
Yeah.
And I ordered food from them.
She did.
And I ate
still over there.
Mexican restaurant food at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm stress eating.
Yeah.
It's that or taking up smoking.
Yeah. You cannot leave this on Prince William's shoulders.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I don't know what the king is thinking because the queen would have never done this. Now, if you're confused at any point as to what we're talking about, we tried last night to keep you guys up to date on our community board. We were definitely keeping everyone up to date on Twitter. We're going to do it again tonight. We are going to be with you guys all week because this is very important to us. We love the monarchy and we don't want it going away, but it's getting super weakened right now. You are allowing two dumbasses to just shite all over it, and you don't care. This is the first picture we get, and I see it immediately because I'm like constantly refreshing my phone. And we do this for you guys, okay? So I see this, and I automatically get very nervous because I'm thinking, why do they need professional photographers for this if they're coming in here as private citizens to a hospital?
Yes.
You guys, I see sick kids lined up. I see their parents. I see staff. I see people up in the rafters.
Sick kids leaving their rooms with their mothers, their fathers, their family members. And I put this up on Twitter last night. I'm just appalled because me and Meghan knew these kids have very dark days. So saying anyone's coming for the opportunity for them to be on TV or have a little excitement in their day besides treatments and test results, therapy, diagnosis, certain death. Yeah, these kids are going to come out for that. And Harry and Meghan, you should be ashamed of yourself.
And Royal Children's Hospital, you guys deserved a swift boot in the bum. You deserve the boot. I don't know who's running this place, but I will be putting their information, their contact information in our description box below. And I want you guys to tell them how you feel. I don't want anybody bullying them. I don't want anyone, threatening anybody.
No.
But I definitely think they need a good talking to. All they wanted were the optics. So dumb Americans this morning wake up to this. Now, they can't tell whether these pictures are inside or outside. Yeah, they have no idea.
I got confused at first. I had to really look at these.
I thought some of them were outside.
Me too.
Like, they have ropes.
There's ropes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're putting children behind ropes, so it must be outside, right?
I'm just assuming, oh, wow, it's a crowd. Like, if I didn't know the situation and I woke up this morning as an American, I would go, wow, Australia really likes these two.
Yeah, what petition?
This was all inside, obviously. This was completely choreographed and scripted. Everybody knew where to stand, where to be placed.
But again, those are vulnerable people. So the excitement of leaving their rooms, you know what I mean, is something that they'll do.
Yeah.
Right?
Then we get to this little girl, and she has so many things hooked up to her. So you can tell it really was difficult for her to leave her room, but she was obviously chosen. She was one of the chosen ones, and I'll tell you why. News was there to interview her, not once, but twice. Here is one of them. And her parents obviously gave them the okay. So I'm going to play it because they don't mind.
No, it's not the parents' fault either.
I got a hug. I gave Harry some flowers, and Meghan wished me to win babe, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity to meet them.
Who did your parents tell you were meeting?
They didn't. They said you'll be on TV. That's what they promised them. I've been around this a million times.
Then we get this little girl who is obviously going through chemo, just like the Princess of Wales. And we get Harry attempting to talk to her.
And King Charles is going through.
And she is just like checked out, or she just, I mean, this is the problem.
They're sick.
They have no idea who these people are.
They don't know.
They don't know.
From what I know about chemo, flashing lights in your face, probably not a good idea. You get nauseous, you get headaches. I mean,
what a little trooper, though. What a little trooper.
Yeah, she has her sign that was made for her.
Yeah.
It's just Harry and Meghan, you're never going to get out of this one.
Okay, but we have to stop blaming Harry and Meghan at this point. We have to say, like, who is allowing them to get away with this? Who is allowing Sunshine Sachs to do these pay-to-plays at the Royal Children's Hospital? And if you don't think that this is a big deal, think again. Queen Elizabeth opened this hospital with her husband, Prince Philip, in 2011. That's why this is such a big deal. This is not just any hospital. This is the Royal Children's Hospital that brave woman who gave up her entire life to service, and her husband, who was by her side the entire time, that they spit on the last couple of years of their life. They went there. They actually showed their faces there, and people accepted them.
They did not sign the book.
No. Oh, God.
I want to let everyone know.
But see,
they're not Princess Catherine and Prince William.
This is the problem, though. How do we know that they didn't show them the book? Like, we don't know.
They would have taken a picture of it.
Oh, we don't know. This beautiful woman dedicated this hospital to sick kids in Melbourne. Now, I'm not saying people are stupid, but there's obviously some really stupid people at that hospital.
The higher ups see money.
I mean, they've got to be the dumbest people ever. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, King Charles is in on this. He likes the half in, half out. If he's saying this is okay, he's basically saying that everything his mother said at the Sandringham estate is null and void. He doesn't care what she said. He doesn't care that she had these horrible feelings towards the end of her life. They stole her nickname. They peed all over the royal family's history and legacy, and her legacy of the Commonwealth.
They called them racist.
Yes.
What else do we have to say?
I really don't know what King Charles is thinking right now. I'm not in his head. He needs to address this.
I'm still trying to process it. That's why we sort of waited a little later, just to, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot.
Harry and Meghan needed these pictures, and Royal Children's Hospital had no problem letting them do it.
Well, Royal Children's Hospital needed them too. They all needed the tax write-off.
I don't know how things work in Australia. I don't know how pay-to-plays work there. I know how it does in America. I don't know how this hospital funds itself. It's a very rich hospital.
Oh, it's LA Children's Hospital times,
I want to say
10.
It's like Shriners, up there with Shriners, and what's the other one? St. Jude.
Oh, yeah.
Because these kids go and they don't have to pay for treatment. It's all paid
Which
for.
is great.
But it's all state of the art. It's all donors. I get it. They were able to give Reuters, the AP, a chance to put this in their publications that went out all over the world last night. Now, one thing I noticed immediately was, remember like a month ago when Prince William went to that institute and he put on the lab coat and he was like, you know, it was like
hot.
science and stuff. And there were all those people in the rafters waiting for him and there to greet him because he's, you know, the future king. It's awesome. Harry did the exact same pose.
Yeah, I heard that he was waving at people that weren't waving.
I'm sure he was.
That's what I heard.
But still, the optics is exactly what they wanted.
Yes.
That's what they wanted. They
Two
wanted
dumb people.
Yes.
I'm just going to say this right now. I'm not calling anyone stupid.
Those people are stupid.
No, well, no, I'm not calling anyone stupid. I'm saying that anyone who falls for these optics are stupid.
Oh, yes, 100%. Then we start getting video.
And this is Secretary Club. We're some of the top specialists here at the hospital. And these are all our friends.
And Meghan's got a handler to hand gifts over to, the same as she used to when she was a royal. So she's got this handler chick, and she's just like, here you go, boom, you know, doing that thing that she did when she was a royal. Oh, thanks. You know, and then she goes off. What? But this part, I remember I lost my mind for about 2 hours. Stephanie had to talk me off a ledge. They call him Your Highness.
Your Highness.
Your Highness. This is what Queen Elizabeth said no. No.
Guys, she's on Instagram.
Your Highness.
And he's so dumb that the guy's standing right next to him going, Your Highness, so you should look into the camera. He ends up looking up and starts waving at no one waving back.
Yeah. Meghan was super clingy this time.
Oh, yeah.
Like clingier than usual in a very uncomfortable way. She did not let go of Harry's hand the entire time. And I mean, obviously she had to at some point, but she was very, very clingy. And I think this is her acting like she's a little bit scared.
Oh, yeah.
Of security. And there's probably going to be, like, if there ever is a documentary about their life now, it's going to be, there were threats in Australia.
She's going to talk about how scared she was on the plane and how they made a deal that they would hold hands to protect each other.
Yeah.
It was like the season finale of Sex and the City with the Russian.
Yeah.
And then he like, let's go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I did see at one point Harry let go and she gave him that death glare. And I was like, uh-oh.
Well, I feel like this was the first mass slip of the day.
Yeah.
I was combing through some photos. There's two. There's two visible ones. I'm sure there were many.
Yes. Another thing Meghan showed us is that she's still great at finding the camera.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she is a pro.
She knows where it is.
So they go in there and they meet the kids, the sick kids.
Very LA hospital.
But also very royal. People were comparing it to Princess Diana. I mean, you've got these opportunities. As long as they set up the shots, then the publications can run with them. You're setting up the monarchy for the biggest downfall of its life. King Charles, you need to do something. And we are saying this out of respect for you because we love you. Then they went to like a garden area
to do crafts.
Yeah, or smell things.
Oh, yeah, it was meditation and therapy.
Yeah, and then we really saw how bald Harry was. Like, you could really see how much hair he has lost.
Their eyes were so big.
I don't know what was keeping these two up. I'm not going to say anything. I am not going to say anything.
We all know about the toilet, dude.
Yeah, we will get to the toilet later. But yeah, I don't know how many trips to the toilet they made at the hospital, but they were definitely
toiling it up.
Toiling it up.
Toiling it up. It was a toilet party in that hospital. They were very happy. It was like we were at the club in 2003. People were going into the bathroom, coming out friendly.
Yep.
Remember those days?
I do. That is definitely not the Harry that visited in 2017. That's a different Harry. It might be Invasion of the Body Snatchers. We don't know, but that is not the same Harry. That is not Thriving Harry.
It's Toilet Harry.
Yeah. I think we should start
toiling it up Harry.
Yeah. Or just Toilet Harry. I don't know what else to say, guys. That doesn't look good.
Why are we It's like the narrative of Harry and Meghan. We did hashtag toilet wine, now Toilet Harry, and then poo balls at the end of the week.
If you're wondering why we keep saying the word toilet, because, and this is just our opinion, I don't think they were on that flight. And this is why I don't think they were on that flight. I can't picture Meghan and Harry without any buffer, just the two of them, without any entourage, sitting in the third row of business class for 16 hours. I just can't picture it. I can't see it in my head. It just sounds awful. And I don't believe it. So they had people get off the plane and they started interviewing them.
We got off the plane was the only time we realized that that was them. So yeah, it's just in LA you see it all the time though, so you're kind of used to it.
And there was this one guy and he's like, oh, we didn't even recognize him until they got off the plane.
Do you think it's exciting that they're here?
It's so exciting. It's so exciting. Everyone was very excited to see them on board.
They just kept saying how nice they were and how friendly they were. And then this dude brings up the toilet. And I want to thank that one for clipping it so well and putting the caption. That way everyone can read it. That one, you did it perfectly.
It was super friendly around the toilet areas when they went to the toilet.
No.
It's not about the pasta. And everyone knows what I'm talking about on that one. Okay. Let's go into the other room and enjoy the AC. Okay. We get it. The toilet.
Okay, this is the thing. As much as I want to believe they were in business class for 16 hours, constantly getting up to use the toilet and being friendly
Out of the toilet.
And I would love to interview this guy and ask him how many times they went to the toilet.
But look at the difference between that guy's eyes and Harry's eyes. Look at how tired he looks from that flight. But then you have Meghan and Harry who are completely dilated.
Allegedly.
And super friendly outside of the toilet.
I feel like we need to do a whole show on this. I feel like we could just talk about this for hours about the toilet.
Super friendly around the toilet areas when they went to the toilet.
Like, I mean, obviously this is going to be in our rotation now for our lives with Tim Dillon, but this is like the greatest thing. Again, I don't think any of it happened, but it would be nice. Then Meghan goes to a women's shelter and she wears like, you know, her $750,000 worth of jewelry. This is when we started seeing what I like to call hashtag Manic Meghan.
Yes.
She's serving like a quiche or something, and she just had these looks on her face like she was just trying to unload this, like, just take it.
She was jump scaring people.
Yes. Looks on her faces just kept changing and changing. Listen, I would not have recommended such heavy makeup for her. Maybe she's doing her own makeup on this trip. It's just a lot of makeup. And when you combine that with the toilet, it can sometimes be a bad combination. I mean, look at how clenched she is.
She's not comfortable around the public. She is comfortable in her bubble in Montecito.
The poor Meghan is just trying to unload this quiche and avoid as much small talk as she can with the other people. She definitely does not want to talk to them. At one point, one woman came up to her and said, "You don't have any wrinkles."
What?
Children, they don't have wrinkles. You are so nice. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, the girl actually said, "You have no wrinkles." And she like turns to the person she's working with. Everyone's so nice here. So it was like so awkward because she didn't want to talk to the woman. So she turned to the woman she was working with. It was such an awkward thing. Why didn't she just keep conversing with the woman that she was talking to?
And we also know why they're not doing walkabouts because of this. She needs questions that are lobbed to her in advance.
And her mask slipped pretty fast when she got there. The woman that she was working with was sort of like telling her how to do the plating and everything. And it was kind of like I had my own TV show on Netflix.
Well, for me, I got a different perspective. It almost looked like she never had a cooking TV show.
So then we get peak Meghan cringe where she's doing that thing. She knows the camera's on her and she's like, "Hey." The women's shelter. Then they go to the National Veterans Art Museum.
Wardrobe change.
She's got the puke green on again. That must be the color of the season.
Well, chartreuse.
Interesting, once Harry gets out of the car and he doesn't realize cameras are on him because his face totally changes. The only people that were waiting for them were the press. And you kind of have to blame the Australian press at this point because they were the ones sort of perpetuating this Beatles style day. Tour, whatever it was.
Not all of them.
No, not all of them, but
No.
they were there. As long as you have a camera and they're clicking, they were there.
Yeah.
So there were a couple bystanders on the street walking by, and then it's so silly because Harry was looking because he was in a bus lane. You guys will see. It's so silly. And he's like, oh, watch out for the bus. I think what Harry was trying to portray was, look, the police didn't block off the street for us. Well, they kind of did because there was nobody going by in a bike. That was the other street. You guys will see what I'm talking about.
Oh, the cyclists. You enjoying being in Australia?
That's wonderful. It's great to be back.
Anything to say to the Australian public?
Thanks for having us back.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
So it's just press.
It makes me so angry too because it's like it's great to be back. You waited how many years to come back? This is your comeback?
This time they can come back and make money. A couple years ago, they couldn't do this because they gave the world this illusion that they had $100 million deal with Netflix and they were big Hollywood producers and they didn't need Australia or charity or anything.
They didn't need the royal family. They didn't need titles.
They didn't need
the family's racist.
Yes.
All that jazz. But now look at what they're doing.
Yes.
They're coming back.
Again, she is very clingy.
Oh yeah.
She's going to definitely play the we were fearing for our lives card.
Coquettish victim.
They refused to give us police protection. I was scared the entire time. I had to hang on to Harry.
Such a controlled environment. Do you notice that? The hospital to the homeless shelter to this thing or whatever art exhibit. I mean, it's all so controlled. It's a script.
Meghan then took off her bomber jacket to show the rest of her outfit. She really does like wearing the sleeveless sweaters, but I think it might have to do with her sweat problem. Did you notice that?
Yeah, she has a sweating, like a gland problem.
Yeah.
We went over this before. It
Yeah.
trickles down and then into your organs and feet. It's gross.
Harry looks like he needs to do a toilet break.
He looks like he had a few before,
But
and
he definitely
needs
looks
one now.
a little
yeah,
antsy.
a little
Yeah.
not like a little rundown.
Yeah.
Needs a little bump of the toilet.
They're just pretending to listen. They're super bored. Meghan's making that face like she's interested. But Harry, at this point, he's ready to just go back to the hotel. And then you do get some pictures of the real Meghan because not everyone is going to Photoshop these pictures. There are going to get some out there, but there she is in all her glory. At this point, I felt bad for her. I was like, this girl needs to go to bed.
She needs a Xanax.
And
Calm
go
down.
to bed.
You need to go to- But it's very, I noticed at the art exhibit, it's very Kardashian-esque too, because when they went to Cuba, the Kardashians, and they were merching everything, you know, as restaurants, they did the art exhibit stuff too.
But this is the veterans art exhibit.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. He's got to somehow tie this into Invictus and the fact that he's
Oh, he will. Once they're on that Sydney Harbor cruise, they'll have the jackets on.
Oh,
It'll be the
man.
same. It's like we're taking a time warp back 7 years. Again, it's slowly happening. It's almost like we're going to wake up one day and they're going to be back at the palace.
this might be a soft launch for Birmingham.
Oh, the Invictus?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
this is another thing that scares me.
That
this
the king will open it?
Well, he's got to go there 1st
Mhm.
before the games start. Remember, he always goes there a year before and checks it out.
Well, I was talking to people on X last night, and I appreciate everyone staying up with us. That was awesome. But I really do believe that Meghan or Marcus or whatever the powers that be, I feel like they have way more collateral than we know. Because what's happening right now is atrocious. What they did with those kids is disturbing. And if the palace is allowing it, then something Andrew-esque is happening behind the scenes. Either Epstein penetrated the palace and the monarchy in some way that we don't even know about, or Meghan again has some kind of collateral on Harry that nobody wants to get out. I would protect if I know you want to say William and Harry, you know, they have a straight. I would protect you even if I wasn't talking to you. I'd protect you.
I think it's different with brothers.
Well, okay, that's your opinion. I'm just saying I would protect you even if I wasn't talking to you
I
or
know.
mad at you.
I think the minute that they brought Prince William's wife into this,
Oh yeah.
the mother of his children, I think that was he was donezo. I think Prince William, and this is one of the reasons I find him so hot, is because he does have a temper. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like that he gets upset and he stands up for things and he's moody. Like that. Why would you want someone who doesn't stand up for himself? Can we listen to it one last time?
Super friendly around the toilet areas when they went to toilet.
That's never going to get old. Today's animal rescue is Texas Humane Heroes. I saw that one of our friends had commented under our video yesterday that they adopted an animal from there. So I thought we would feature it because I want you guys to know we do read all your comments, but I love it when I find out that people adopt animals and you give us recommendations. So keep it up. They're a great no-kill shelter in Texas, and they do adoption, they do clinic work, they do everything. So we're going to put their link in the description box below. Please share them with friends and family. It really does make a difference.
We just want to thank everybody who's checked out the book on Amazon, my really special, super terrific, one-of-a-kind dog. You can get it if you go to Amazon.com. You can check out Stephanie Sidley. All the profits from the book goes directly to animal shelters, animal charities, and you guys are the reason we're doing so well. So thanks. We have been pulling out a lot of animals in the since the holidays because of you.
Death row.
So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, guys. Well, we will see.
I want to do it one more time.
It was super friendly around the toilet areas when they went to toilet.
We will see you tomorrow. We got to bring some levity because it was so dark last night. We had to bring some levity to this. Everybody, we will see you tomorrow, or we will see you tonight, depending on what happens.
Stay near the community board because we will keep you up to date on there tonight and on Twitter. So,
yes, go to X and Twitter and even Instagram. I might post some stuff up tonight too.
We did last night.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys. We love you. We'll see you soon. Bye.